When I play Cookie Clicker and record it, I usually have like an end goal in mind, but this time around I did not have anything. That's why I had to go through 8 hours of clips and over 100 gigabytes of storage on my SSD. So you know what, I don't know if I'm going to do another Cookie Clicker video, maybe there might be, but what I do know is that you guys are going to enjoy this video. And whether you're new or not, I recommend that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm almost at 700 subs, and I would really appreciate that. I also think you would like the other videos on my channel. I think they're pretty funny, and I put a lot of time into them. But without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm sure you already see it, but there is a dragon egg that I have from Ascending, and you need to sacrifice 1,000,000 cookies in order to ship it. So that's what I did. That didn't do anything at all. So you know what, we'll do it again. And it still didn't do anything. So we do it a third time, and the next time, we can hatch it. And we finally have a little dragon guy. The dragon is pretty cool. He has auras that helps your cookie production. And in this first one, its kittens are 5% more helpful, which is pretty big when you have a lot of kittens. Just right now, it's pretty bad in early game, so it's kind of a bad first one, but after that, you have to start sacrificing buildings, which can be pretty hard if you want to keep some more of your expensive ones. And if I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these are pretty bad until you start getting to the cool ones, like the farm. Now the farm is pretty interesting because it gives you a golden cookie boost that gives you 15 times more cookie production for 1 minute. 2 minutes if you have the golden cookie upgrade. That's pretty good. Like, that is 2 times better than a regular frenzy. So when you're only getting 1 golden cookie at a time, that's definitely the one you want to get. But as you can see, there are some pretty cool upgrades that you can get from these. Like the one from sacrificing 100 wizard towers gives you 5% faster golden cookie spawns, which is pretty freaking good for when you're actually at your PC and like farming golden cookies. But these auras are nothing compared to Dragonflight. Remember when I said that Dragon Harvest was like pretty similar to regular Frenzy, but like maybe 2 times better? Well, Dragonflight is the equivalent to Click Frenzy, except that Dragonflight gives you 1,111 times click boost. Now I wish I could say that I got Click Frenzy and Dragonflight at the same time, but I didn't. But I already know that that boost would have been crazy. And I was really trying to get it too. But Dragonflight mixed with Frenzy is way better than Click Frenzy. So it's kind of like a better base combo than like just regular Click Frenzy, which is pretty obvious when I say that out loud, but still. And I mean, just look at those heavenly chips go up. But I would say the best part is being able to buy so many upgrades afterwards, because then you just get cookies faster, and guess what? Your next combo is going to be crazy. And to be honest, getting these regular Click Frenzies is just really not doing it anymore. They give a good amount of cookies, but on terms of heavenly chip value, it's really not that much. So combos are definitely needed. But this one did give me over 1,000 heavenly chips for the first time, which is a pretty big milestone, because I don't think I've ever gotten to that place ever. I also got banana milk somewhere along the way, which is pretty cool. I've also been getting a crazy amount of heavenly chips. Like, we are at 4,000 now, and then we got to 5,000. And we also got lime milk, which like, I don't know why anybody would want to drink this, especially with cookies. Like, some of these milks are just, those aren't milks. That's just gross. I do skip quite a bit of my progression, like how now I'm at 8,000, but I've been trying to get some good combos, as you can see, but I always barely fall short. I also have a little strategy for when I go AFK and I kind of just start clicking more than actually getting golden cookies. The Prism's aura is pretty broken because it gives you a 2 times multiplier on everything, your clicks and your cookie production, which is really good for just kind of sitting there, which is what I switched to after using my spells to get 3 golden cookies. And because I switched to that, I now make 1 quintillion cookies per second. The problem with switching so often is that it gets rid of one of your highest building. So if I have an Idleverse, it's going to get rid of that Idleverse. So if an Idleverse is my highest building, even if I just have one of it, it's going to get rid of that, which can suck sometimes. But I would say the worst thing that happens is when my spells backfire, because I still have to wait super duper long for that whole thing to regen. So it does just get like pretty annoying. But after a little bit longer of playing and getting some more combos, I decided to ascend. I was kind of planning on making this ascension like getting to the final building, but it was taking a little longer than I wanted to, and I knew if I wanted to get my dragon to its max level 2, I would have had to get the final building anyway. And I just needed some more cookie production in the first place. And to be honest with the skill tree, I don't really do anything for it. I kind of just get whatever I can, mainly a lot of offline stuff because I'm not always on the game. And some of these first ones, you don't really need to read over them because they don't really do that much in the grand scheme of things. But the later ones you definitely want to read over before making a final decision. But right now, I just be clicking things, man. After returning, it really doesn't take that long to get back to where I was. Considering on that ascension, my heavenly chip boost was about maybe 400 something percent, which isn't that much, but now it's like 25,000, which I kind of like about ascending, because it doesn't really take that long to get back to where you were, and depending on when you do it, you can kind of get to the next part of the game pretty fast, which you'll see a lot later. And after getting the Molecular Maestro achievement, I finally have Blueberry Milk, which is purple, which I kind of like. Also, my UI is broken. I don't really know why this happens sometimes, but it just does. It's kind of annoying, but it doesn't really hinder my gameplay that much. And as you can see from this amazing cut, we go from 5,000 heavenly chips to 18,000 because we got a nice little combo going here. And as you can see, we gain a lot from these combos. I really do wish I was a little bit more lucky and got like the triple boost a lot more, because I just barely get those, and when I do get them, it's like some trash like building one. But now we have the achievement How, and literally cookie clicker, and you get that by unlocking every single building, which is me or you. I get, well, me as it's you as in me, because it's telling me that I'm the last one. And I think it's still fitting that my UI is broken and our spells are still backfiring. After getting 400 cursors, I think I got my most favorite achievement ever in any Steam game, and it might just be the longest achievement ever. I don't think I'm going to read all of this, but if you guys want to pause the video and read all of this, then you can do that. But what I do like is that after reading the entire achievement, it says, "Anyway, how's your day been?" Which, if you've made it to this point in the video, how's your day been? Comment that. I like it when my viewers comment down below. I read them and sometimes I put in my video. But the Frenzy and Dragonflight combo is still supremely good. Look at those heavenly chips go up. But we can finally buy the final building, which is me. And we get the achievement My Own Clone. I'm literally buying myself. After getting the Forever and Ever achievement, we got another milk, which is Strawberry Milk, which I'm kind of surprised is like this far down the line. But I do like that it's kind of at like a higher value than the other ones because I do like strawberry milk. Maybe a little bit more than chocolate milk sometimes. Speaking of achievements and getting more milks, look at how many achievements we got after making so many cookies. But after getting so many achievements and one last cookie buff, I decided it was finally time to ascend once more. And then I just put in all my points and we did the exact same thing again. And after getting back to pretty much where I was before, I realized that I could buy some seasons. I could change what time of year it is, which is pretty crazy actually. And I decided to go with Christmas. After I got a festive hat, I could now make my own like Santa Claus, and since I had so many cookies, I kind of just got him to his final form immediately, and this might just be the scariest version of Santa Claus I've ever come across. This might actually be biblically accurate Santa Claus. And after giving Rudolph a little bit of a poke, I got an Oh Dear achievement, and Tonight on Hoarders, which is bake 1 nonillion cookies in one ascension. Also, I don't know what milk I'm on right now. I think it's coconut? I don't know. But maybe at some point we'll take a look at my milks. And remember when earlier I said we got a ton of achievements? Well, now we have a bunch of achievements, and they just keep going. And after looking at my milks, I have now found that I'm on honey milk, which is pretty nice. I like honey. But after doing as much as I could and getting coffee milk, I decided it was time to ascend again. Ascending is kind of becoming like a little obsolete. Not really obsolete, but just like less impactful. I feel like the first times you do it, it's pretty fun and cool. But now it's kind of just, whatever. And I think this time around, it only took me like 15 minutes to get back to where I was. I would say growth at this point is like pretty exponential. But after getting to one point, I got an achievement, and it's called If It's Worth Doing, It's Worth Overdoing, which just kind of made me think about things. Is the achievement even completely right? Is it completely wrong? And when you think about like all the upgrades you've been getting, like literally purchasing yourself, you gotta ask yourself, when does this end? If something is worth overdoing, when do you stop overdoing it? When do you overdo something so much that it's not worth it anymore, that you just have to stop? With the existential crisis aside, we finally sacrificed 100 Miis to the dragon. And I thought that would be the last upgrade, but it's actually not. And now it wants to sacrifice 50 of every single building, which honestly really isn't that bad, until afterwards you have to do 200 of every building. Now that's kind of a lot. And I knew that with my current ascension, I probably couldn't do that. So I did what I always did. I waited for a really good combo, got a ton of heavenly chips, collected all the achievements I could possibly get, and ascended once more. After ascending, I needed one more achievement in order to get the next milk flavor, and I knew exactly which one I wanted to get. It's the Here You Go achievement. Surprisingly, there's one achievement in all the badges that's actually an achievement itself, and if you click on it, you get the achievement. I don't know how many times I said achievement just now, but I said it a lot. And now we have mint milk, which at this point, with all these flavors, just take this pipe bomb and leave me alone. And with all this growth, my dragon can finally be fully trained. And I guess that was kind of the whole point of this video. It took a little long, and as you can see, I get trillions of heavenly chips now. And to be honest, there's really not that much to talk about with this ascension. I kinda just did what I always do, just gain a lot of cookies and ascend again. Although I did get licorice milk, which like at this point, dude, like I might just quit the game. And once I ascended again, I pretty much started this one, and then as you can see, I have 8 billion heavenly chips right here. And then as you can see, I literally save and quit right there, and I end my recording. What do you think I will show next? If you guessed 217 trillion heavenly chips, well, that is one hell of a guess, and you'd be correct. And then I ascended again. I might just be addicted to ascending. Seeing that cookie shatter is just, that's a good sight. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you really do want another cookie clicker video, let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!